This is for the undertaker, whose story is sad to tell, for what he does is never mentioned, and often overlooked as well.
The funeral business itself, I could see the rewards in it. You know, the satisfaction of helping people get through the traumatic time. This stuff here is what I keep in the vehicle. First in here, of course, rubber gloves is an essential. I carry syringes for if I need to take blood samples or urine samples. And if you notice real close in these large volume syringes, this is the needle that we use. I use such a large needle because when I take a blood sample, I go right into the heart, through the ribs, directly into the heart to do that. Some of the other things, I always have a respirator. This here, it's more for comfort than anything. For odors, this filters out all decomposition odors and such like that. I carry that with me all the time. And in here, I've got a couple body bags. I've got, of course, a light-duty body bag, which is something that anybody who gets sent for autopsy has to be in a body bag. And then we'll use a light-duty one. I keep a heavy-duty one, which is very, very, very heavy mill, for a couple of reasons. If it's a person that maybe is in the stages of decomposition, we'll put them into the heavier mill body bag, but also for people that die in places that are difficult to get out of. Like a upstairs back bedroom in an 1800s house that has very narrow staircases, or they're a larger person. The body bags have built-in handles, so it makes it easier for people to carry. Okay. Whenever there's an investigation that involves the police, again, an unattended death where there may be or may not be suspicious circumstances, we'll bring them back here to my operating room. And this is a place where we can disrobe the person so we can examine the whole body, and place them a lot of times on the embalming table here to do that. That's embalming fluid is in there. But I color my embalming fluid blood color because that's how we get our color. It comes through the hemoglobin in our blood gives us a lot of our natural color. So if I use dyes to color my embalming fluid, I don't have to use as much cosmetic to give a natural color. So we're pushing in the embalming fluid, but at the same time, the blood and embalming fluid mixture are flowing out. So it's a constant transfusion. So when the embalming is complete, there's some blood left in the system, but it's mixed with embalming fluid, so it's preserved. These are our needle injectors. They're like an orthodontist used to use to put on braces. They're spring-loaded, and you pull that, and it drops kind of a hammer. One of the ways we close mouths are with these little deals. These little needles, these little spikes, they go into a person's gum. And then you have the wires to keep the mouth shut. Some of the things that are not normal, people wonder, well, what do you need a heavy side cutter for? Well, if someone has a ring that hasn't been taken off in years, and you can't get it off, you use that to cut the ring. Pliers, pliers, use that for everything. This is something that I've got here, and it's been used over the years, but I don't recall the last time I've used it. This is a rib cutter. The pathologist would use that. Right. Years ago, I've had pathologists that have come into the funeral home to do an autopsy right here, and then they generally bring their own equipment, but this is something that you would have. Other people don't deal with death itself, and sometimes react to like you're carrying the death germ. People, once they get to know you, they learn that funeral directors they do the same thing everyone else does. They spend time with their family. They like to go boating. They like to do this and whatever. We do everything like everyone else.
So when you see the undertaker, make sure you see the man that does the job that no one wants and that no one understands.